The song that had its birth far off, where worldly things could never reach, in mountain caves and glades of forest deep, was calm, no sound, for loss or wealth or fame would ever dare to blame. Where rolled the stream of truth and bliss that follows born. Sing high the snow, sing young, sing low, say oh that's say peace to all from me, no danger be to all that lives in those that dwell on high, in those that lowly praise. I am the self in all life, both here and there. Do I renounce all heavens and earth and hells, all hopes and fears? The skies that fall, sannyasin born, say om tat om tat say om tat say om tat
Thank you so much, Chandramitra. It was amazing and beautiful. Now, Swami Punananda will be giving the welcome speech. So, Swamiji.
Om Purnam 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 Muchyate Purnasya Purnadaya Purnamevashishyate. This is full and that is full. From fullness, you can't take anything away from fullness. All is
Purnananda.
Om Skavadaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmana Swarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishna Devi Namaha. Salutations to that Ramakrishna, establisher of world religion, whose life is the true essence of all religious paths. He was the incarnation in whose life spirituality manifested itself in the widest possible way, in the deepest depth. We offer our salutations to you, O Lord Krishna. Kayod Mile Cha. A million welcomes. So, His Excellency is not here yet, is it?
No.
Who's here?
We'll come.
I was going to welcome him. It's okay. But anyway, I welcome our guest, Swami Shantamananda, senior monk of the Ramakrishna Order, on behalf of Swami Shanti Viratananda and myself and all of you. I could say 1,000 things about him, and so I will. Anyhow, several important attributes I should highlight. One of them is how he has a sense of humor. As some of you may know, we hold a puppet show from Rajasthan here, with overall 3 performances, 700 people attending. And at each performance, I sat by him, and at one same place, he laughed, even though he'd heard the script 1,000 times. So I welcome you as now long-standing work in Delhi, and now, of course, doing work in also in Delhi in Gurgaon at the Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Institute of Writers. The 6th anniversary, and each year every anniversary is an opportunity, of course, for us to reflect.
Yes, welcome Swamiji by giving the
Oh, right. Yes.
Thank you. Go and sit down.
Anyway, every year we celebrate this founding, and it's an opportunity for us to reflect on what we have done and what we probably will do. It's an opportunity for a reflection on how we grow from year to year, and I hope that in the next 6 years we continue to grow as we have done in the past. How do we mark this growth? By seeing how well we did in achieving, if you like, fulfilling our key objective, namely the dissemination of the universal philosophy of Vedanta throughout the island of Ireland. There are 5 billion people here on this island, and how well we are doing. And when we say we are doing, we have to always remind ourselves the establishment of this affiliation and of this place here and of the work that we're doing is nothing to do with us. It is all through the divine grace of Sri Ramakrishna. The remarkable speed in which we established this some 6 years ago, well, there was a background before that. It didn't just happen. It's through divine grace. So we have to learn to be open channels of divine grace to flow through. And so it's not like any organization. It's an organization which is founded on values of love, compassion, and above all, the principles of unity. And it is really only Vedanta philosophy that can do that. So there is a need for it in this country and worldwide. But we are fortunate because we already have a foundation in this country, several thousand years of it, where this is a country, the land of saints and scholars. And it was a vision, really, that this will be the most influential center throughout the whole of Europe. That's how we thought. Because already that was how Ireland was founded. The land of saints and scholars went back to Europe and re-established Christianity in Europe. And how did Christianity develop in the first place? Well, St. Paul was a radical. So he went to the Roman Empire, perhaps the Roman Empire, and understood that I want to insist on cultural values and norms. You don't have to be Jewish. We accept you because essentially we have the same destiny, the discovery of, in his language or Jesus' language, the kingdom of heaven within. And your only qualification is to be human. And so we need to be exemplary as open channels of divine grace to flow. And there's a need for the principles of Vedanta here, as over the years, the national religion has gone into decline with only 68% adherence from 97% some years ago. This morning we visited Phoenix Park, There we saw the memorial of where Pope John Paul II held his meeting, and there was something like 9 million people attending. Pope Francis came some years later, 2018, and there were probably only about 400,000. So Sri Ramakrishna knows what he's doing. To come here at the right time, the right place, impeccable timing. Before we established this, timing wasn't right. So we can relax in a sense and allow Sri Ramakrishna to do his work. We're operating on fertile ground already, and so we can more be the model for Europe if we choose. There are two approaches in our work. One approach, of course, will be to teach the personality of Ramakrishna. I don't think this is what Swami Vivekananda did in America. He taught the principles. Because the principles that will be the foundation for our work, for our success, and for our unity. And the principles have no cultural association, they have no individual likes or dislikes in terms of ritual practices, etc. It's the underlying deep philosophy that unites everybody. And so we are members of the Dublin City Interfaith Forum, and our unique contribution is to say, and Swami Vivekananda quoted this at his talk on the path of the religions, that all paths lead to the same destiny, if you will. So that we say that all paths are true. There is none that is false. And that is our unique contribution. So I will say, welcome all of you. Please enjoy the celebration, particularly the children. We have competitions going on. They're organized, nicely organized by Swami Shanti Vivekananda. And so please enjoy the day. But also remember where we're going, where we have been, and with a great deal of optimism.
Thank you, Swamiji. That was an enlightening speech by Swami Purnananda. It will be now followed by hymns chanting by student of Sanskrit course. So, the student of Sanskrit course, please come out.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. The meaning of is, O Lord Ganesha, one with a huge body, a curved elephant trunk, and whose brilliance is equal to billions of suns. May you always remove all obstacles from my endeavors. वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. The translation for this sloka is: Salutations to you, O Saraswati, grantor of blessing and embodiment of all wishes. I am getting inducted to study. May there be fulfillment for me forever. कराग्रे वसते लक्ष्मी, करमध्ये सरस्वती, करमूले तु गोविन्दः, प्रभाते करदर्शनम्. Lakshmi rests on the tip of the hand, who we worship for health, wealth, Saraswati is in the middle of the hand, who we worship for knowledge and Govinda is at the base of our hand, who we worship for health and protection. We should look at our palms every morning and complete on all of them. Samruddha Vasane Devi Pravastane Mandale Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparshan Shvamasvame. The meaning of this shloka is, O Mother Earth, O Devi, you have the ocean as your garments and mountains as your bosom. O consort of Lord Vishnu, salutations to you. Please forgive my touch of the feet on earth, which is your holy body. Okay. Ramaskandam Hanumantam Vainate Vrakodayam Shainate Smare Nityam Duswapnam Tasya Nashyati. The meaning of this shloka is remembering Lord Rama, Kartikeya, Hanuman, Garuda, Bhima before going to bed every day destroy bad dreams. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kachyat Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The meaning of this sloka is, may all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer. Om peace, peace, peace.
Honestly, I don't have words how to praise them. They have done a wonderful job. But now there is a song which this song will be sung by Juman, right? So Juman, right?
So these, the Sanskrit team started by 3 students. We have started a Sanskrit certificate course for 10 weeks. Around 9 students participated. Only, of course, 4 have come and 3 were online, of course. So we had a 10 weeks class. There we chanted, we taught them some Sanskrit slokas and Sanskrit alphabets, how to read and write, and also basic Sanskrit words and few basic Sanskrit small sentences which is used for daily conversation, like namaste, welcome, thank you, come on, good morning, like few very important Sanskrit conversations or sentences which we use often, so that have been, and today they will be getting certificates also after the successful completion. Very nice.
Explain the Gadadhar Sutra. The meaning of the Gadadhar Sutra. So Jumadi is going to sing a Gadadhar Stotram.
the whole, she is going to sing 6 verses. If you can understand bit Sanskrit or simple Sanskrit, you'll be able to enjoy that. Gadadhar, as you know, is the childhood name of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna's father, Kshudiram Chattopadhyay, he had been to Gaya, Vishnu Gaya. Just most of the Hindus, we all feel that going and giving the funeral rites for our forefathers, they will get the emancipation or they will go to heaven. So with that same faith, Kshudiram Chattopadhyay had been to Gaya in those days by walk from Bengal, and he had performed his rites for his forefathers. Then with all the contentment, he was just lying down in the temple complex. Night, Vishnu or Lord Narayana in the form of Gadadhara, he appeared. Whoever has, if you have visited Vishnu Gaya and if you have quietly, very closely observed, in the corner of the temple complex there is a small temple and there is a beautiful statue of Gadadhara. Probably he was sleeping nearby that, I don't know. So, but anyhow, he had a vision. Lord Vishnu, he appeared in the dream and he said, my dear, I am much pleased by your devotion. Please give me permission. I would like to take birth as your son. Now imagine, you would have said this, thank you, please welcome, I'm very grateful and all. But Kshudiram said, thank you, no sorry. Please don't come. Then Narayana asked, why should I not come? He said, no, I'm poor person. I can't serve you because even square meal will be difficult for us every day. So if you come, we cannot, with a good food, we cannot serve you or we cannot feed you. That's the reason, please select someone's house. Then but Vishnu said, he laughed and he said, don't worry about the food and other things. Whatever you give, I will be pleased by that. Then Kshudiram Chattopadhyay said, if that is the case, then you are welcome. So after that, simultaneously at the same time, his wife, Kshudiram's wife, Chandramani Devi, she had been to one Yogeshwara Shiva temple. So when she visited there, she saw a light, beautiful divine light coming from Shivalinga and entering her womb at the age of 40 plus she was. And that day again she fell unconscious, then first aid was done. She started feeling she is conceived. When she is told to her one friend come made, people laughed at her. Then slowly they understood that yes, really she has conceived. In 9 months, of course, on February 1836, Sri Ramakrishna came to this earth to redeem the difficulties and to show the path for all of us. So this whole why Sri Ramakrishna has come, what he has done, everything has been told beautifully in this Gadadhara story.
melodious and beautiful. And of course, after beautiful analysis by Swami's Vedanta, we had nothing else to say. It was amazing. And okay, Sophie, thank you to British too. You were invited me. I really apologize. No. Now we would request Nora Ji. We might take a little bit of break before we just about all this things. Yeah, the taping of the stuff.
ওদিকে দিলাম আর কি।
We would like to request Swami Nora Ji.
Yeah, juggle with my name.
Yeah.
Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupini avatara varishthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu Namasmi Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukasvarupaya Swamini Tapahari. A very dear Swami Purnanandaji, dear Swami Shanti Vitananji, and the friends, devotees, and admirers of the Vedanta Society have come for the 6th anniversary celebrations of this beautiful sunny afternoon. The central figure of the Ramakrishna movement is first and foremost Sri Ramakrishna. But it's extremely difficult to understand or comprehend it. Swami Vivekananda was extremely close to him and was instructed in a very personal way by Sri Ramakrishna, and some of those instructions were not even shared with other relatives. He was that close. Yet, when Girish Ghosh asked him to write a biography of Sri Ramakrishna, he said, "You asked me to dry up the ocean or pulverize the mountains, that's possible. But to write about Sri Ramakrishna, you want me to make an image of a monkey while attempting to make an image of Shiva." So he himself was really extremely reticent to write about Sri Ramakrishna. Apart from the reasons, which Purnananji shared, that in the West he really wanted to give them the principles, perhaps his own inherent feeling that he would not be able to represent Sri Ramakrishna at all, that also would have been one reason to my mind. That's why he clearly avoided mentioning anything about the personality of Sri Ramakrishna except in just a couple of lectures. So, when you come to this movement, it will take a number of years for people to really come to that stage. But once I was traveling by a plane, and my neighbor, the person in the next seat, was a follower of art of living. So we were discussing. Then he asked me, who is the God that you worship? It's Raksha. He was kind of, couldn't even believe that what is he talking about. So that is why in our tradition, we say that we don't approach him straight. First approach him through Swamiji. Swamiji is the face of the organization, face of the movement, and perhaps the interface between humanity and Sri Ramakrishna, I might say. So, in a gathering like this where there are a lot of youngsters and many others talking anything about the divine life of Sri Ramakrishna, the extraordinary nature of his advent, his message, etc., perhaps it may not be very appropriate in the sense that it might go above the heads of many of them. And also given the time constraint, I thought that we would try to speak a little about Swamiji. That too, of course, I always say that it will take several hundred years for humanity to understand who Swamiji was, why he came, and what was his mission and all. His own life is so complex. A person who started with the idea of finding God, being immersed in Samadhi, landing up as one of the greatest of Karma Yogis, he worked day and night and shed every drop of blood for the humanity. So, but at least one can understand him to a certain extent, even as an outsider, even to start with. That's why many of the elders always say that you first read Swamiji, read him thoroughly, try to understand. Shastra is a far cry. Don't try to straight away even get anywhere near. Of course, Swamiji clearly has said again and again, whatever he spoke, everything is whatever he gleaned from Sri Ramakrishna, whatever he got from him, and nothing was his own himself. In fact, it's all very amazing because before going to the West, probably he had never got up and spoken from any platform whatsoever. Imagine someone who had never given a public lecture to go and address an audience of Americans, several thousands. There's a dispute whether it was 3,000 or 7,000. Anyway, the minimum number of people granted is 3,000. Such a huge assembly of the brightest minds of America. And with religious leaders from so many denominations, each having come with a prepared speech. Here's a person who had written nothing but never ever spoken from the platform. For him to conquer the entire audience and perhaps the world with his very first speech. I mean, there is all so much to understand, so much to think about, so much to meditate. We really can't get it because the words, sisters and brothers of America, it's not something so extraordinary that people should go into ecstasy. Far better expressions have been used time and again, now also they are used. Why is it? It's all very mystical. Lot more connected with his own spiritual evolution, the level at which you communicate with people. It's all, I mean, extraordinary. So much to talk about, so much to learn from all. Also, subsequently, he became the star of the whole parliament and virtually the America, whole of it was at his feet, so to say. So when he came back also, he really, in fact, to divide his life like that, he lived only 39 years as he himself spoke, or Islam, he clearly said, I will not live to see 40. He lived at 39 years, up to 7 few months. The first period, from his birth till he came to Sri Ramakrishna, his earlier part of intense sadhana, etc., that was one phase. But when he went to America and he came back, the remaining years, 1897 to 1902, the 5 years, was totally different, completely given for the regeneration of India. But Swamiji himself said, so they were, India or no other nation can have a claim on me. He virtually came for the entire humanity. So if you understand Swami Vivekananda in a larger sense, what exactly was his message? Is there anything universal which the youngsters, the middle age and even older people can all take up? It's all possible. Suppose you say someone like Professor Sen in his 80s, you know, busy dishing out new research papers year after year. What is it? What makes people do like that? So, it's all, if you understand Swamiji, There are two major definitions. Of course, he spoke extensively. There are any number of original ideas. He spoke about probably every domain of public interest or participation of society, you might say. He talked about economics, about work, about immense empowerment, about awakening youth, national regeneration, message for the West, message for the anything might talk about. He spoke, he gave wonderful ideas, messages in all these dimensions, all these aspects of the society. But two definitions of Swami Vivekananda really stand out as very remarkable and extraordinary. One, he said about the human personality, about all of us, about the entire humanity. He said each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity. Do this either by work or worship or philosophy or psychic control, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. So he talked about freedom of the highest order, and he said all of us are potentially divine. We use extraordinary divinity which is inherent, is lying dormant, waiting to be expressed, explored, brought out, awakened, whatever might be the language might ask. This is one definition. Something very similar, because all these great ideas come from his extraordinary understanding of the highest idea of oneness or Advaita of the classical Vedanta. He said that education is a manifestation of perfection already in an individual. Education is a manifestation of perfection already in an individual. So this one definition, which is very close to the other one, because both have the same origin, the extraordinary nature of an individual self. This is something which would be acceptable, should be wonderful, which can really help everyone, whether it's youngsters or privileged people or even older people, because what he says is all power, all knowledge, all glory is all inherent in individuals. So this completely reverses the traditional idea of education, or education as is understood largely all over the world. There's something from outside that is transplanted into the individual, into the students by the teacher. He said, no, it is not from outside to inside, rather it is inside to outside. So this is a very remarkable definition of education. That places the very idea of education in a very extraordinary framework, and not only that, this leaves the space for everyone, whatever might be one's age, because once you say education is a manifestation of perfection, perfection is something which can never be exhausted by being good in one thing, by writing one paper, publishing two papers, no. So, someone like Dr. Sen is trying to find that perfection by producing more and more up to the end of his life. Someone is practicing wonderfully music, more and more, not satisfied with mastering raga or one theme or one song or anything. So that means, the entire humanity can be in a mode of searching and finding out the extraordinary perfection or nature in everything. So that means this definition can be accepted, adopted by the whole of humanity, so to say. So when it comes to children, it gives them a wonderful framework, wonderful basis to participate in education. See, in education, what exactly is the problem today? Very much in countries like India, where a class has some 60 students, 70 students, and so on, as against Adelaide, maybe around 15 to 20 students in a class. But basically, the problem remains either there or here, the segregation of the so-called bright students, who are academically very bright, very sharp, challenging the teacher. And those who are at the fag end or the backbenchers or who lag behind, who need special support, special counseling, and always the feeling that I'm not doing so well. So and so is the topper in English, so and so is the topper in computers, so and so is topper in mathematics or science, I'm not doing so well. So the sense of being left behind in the students themselves, more so with their parents who pressurize them, you are not as good as so and so. You are even in the family, among siblings, this kind of rivalry, this kind of comparisons, all that can be swept aside in one go by this one definition. So what one has to do is know, that's why Swamiji, although he gave that definition, he followed it up with several other important statements saying that education should instill a tremendous sense of Atma Shraddha or self-belief in students. Imagine, this one idea can completely transform students, can completely transform education, whether in Ireland or in India, anywhere. So I know today, based on this idea, we are doing a program, value education program for schools that's spread across 6,300 schools all over India. But knowing about it, in fact, somebody had inquired from America about this, they want to adopt this program. So it is very universal because the moment the child enters the school, the number of years it spends, does it really come out with a sense of tremendous self-belief? I can face the world, I can face the challenges. Ultimately, this is what education should give, not just mere degrees or diplomas or this or that, because you have seen people with great degrees being miserable failures in society. People like Steve Jobs are thrown out of college, revolutionizing the computer world by coming out. So, being successful in the society is not just limited to being good in academics. So, if children can take this idea, yes, I should have tremendous self-belief in me. Self-belief is not ego or ahankara. Self-belief is believing that I am not a pushover, I am not a worthless child, I can do very well. Only thing is, the perfection in me, in which way it's going to manifest, that's the challenge. A child, India, of course, that's if you search the YouTube, there are any number of videos of the person is MBA, is a management graduate from one of the foremost management institutes of India. But today he is called Chaiwala MBA because he has set up a chain of tea shops, special tea, and is making millions, much more than what you would have ever made as an MBA professional. Many such stories. One person, he was one of the toppers in that IIM school in Ahmedabad. He was offered 10 million as starting salary and all that. He refused. He went on to set up a chain of snacks in Chennai, and today is not only doing exceedingly well, is able to provide employment for thousands of people, and thereby perhaps is taking care of thousands of families. So ultimately, the children should really believe that it's not that, yes, doesn't mean that one shouldn't attempt to be good in academics, but with this idea, if a child attempts, in me also there is tremendous power, tremendous possibility, tremendous knowledge, tremendous that brilliance, then each and every child would come out as a successful person once it completes schools, and that I think should be the central idea of education universally. Not turning out very brilliant graduates or academically so good and all. Swamiji says education should help the children when they grow up stand on their own feet, help them face challenges of life. That's what education is all about. Why do you put them in a school for so many years? In fact, nowadays one need not go to school at all. Much more is available through internet, through online courses and all that. But these extraordinary character development, where one can become completely self-reliant, one can develop the capacity to face challenges of life, all that will happen only through a classroom in an environment. If the teacher really understands this idea, education is not something which is thrust from outside into the student, rather it is a manifestation of the great powers and capacities in every child. The very idea, the way the teacher would look at every child in the class would be totally different. He or she would never think that this is a bright child, this is a weak child, this is academically weak, this is good, this no. He'd only think that this child is something very special. How can I help that child manifest that speciality, that greatness, that extraordinary power that is lying dormant? So, the whole teacher-student equation changes very differently. It becomes totally a different equation altogether. And thereby, the class environment totally changes. A level playing field is created. There is no longer this high or low. And surprisingly, we found that this idea has even helped the students improve academically. Largely, many students don't perform because from beginning, they have always been told, either by parents or by teachers, you are not that good, you can't do well in mathematics, you can't do well in mathematics. But then, if they believe, then it's different. So, that is not necessary. It's a very, very small, beautiful story. When children are there, they would like to listen. See, once there was a huge congregation of frogs. Thousands of frogs congregated. This was on the foot of a river. There was a competition. They all go and reach the top of the hill, and whoever reaches first would be given a huge prize. Maybe some few, a pot full of insects, maybe. The first prize. So, huge number of people outside gathered, and they were standing from below up to the top to see how the frogs reach the top of the hill. And they started shouting, they can't make it. Oh, these frogs are. So they all started. Within 15 feet or so, some 200 frogs fell down. People are shouting, we know they can't make it. Are useless. How can frogs reach the top? They went on shouting, and then they just upset them, some more fell down, some more fell down. People were all the time shouting, oh, they can't make it. Finally, one frog somehow reached the top. So now all TV, all cameras, this TV, that TV, all TVs came. They wanted to do a lot of interviews, but the frog was not responding at all. They were asking questions. Finally, it turned out that frog was totally deaf. So he could not hear any of the criticism, and that is how all the negativities he could not hear, and he reached the top. So never ever listen to anything negative people might say. I don't care, I will do that. Swamiji gives that inspiration. He says, in you is all power. The thing is, you must believe that. So if teachers believe, they would start dealing with students very differently. Not only that, it applies to every segment of society. We speak to many teachers, thousands of teachers. We tell them, every one of you is not going to become a principal. You are going to deliver the same subject year after year. Maybe every few years you tweak it a little, and then again same notes if you want. What is it? Is there anything else in your life? But supposing the teacher feels that, yes, in me there is tremendous power, potential, possibility to participate in every activity, to be new ways of dealing with the subject and so on and so forth. So that will be there. Similarly, every person in society. See, the whole life, the whole society, the world would develop a more positive environment, positive outlook. If every one of us believe that we are yet to reach that, because perfection is something which is never achieved fully that way. We can go on and on and on striving. So that way it will be this mantra that within us is all power, all knowledge, all glory. The perfection that is waiting to be manifested. If this idea can be adopted by even people who are grown up, so I think at the age of 80, 90, they see extraordinary things. How? How is it possible? Because somewhere or there, they have got this idea. But instead of doing it unknowingly, supposing we do it knowingly, having read Swamiji, having understood, probably that would bring a new zeal, new enthusiasm, new meaning to our life. Otherwise, at the age of 60, 65, people give up everything. Totally, gone. No one wants us. We are unwanted. We are a burden to ourselves. No. Every day I keep on inquiring, finding out, have I done my best? Have I manifested all that is possible? That will open up new vistas of learning, new ways of participating, so that all of us can create a beautiful community of positive people, and whereas we can give meaning to our lives and to the lives of others. So this is the beginning. Let us begin with understanding strong Vedanta. And slowly as we dive deeper, we'll be able to go to Krishna and also Thakur. So I am so happy to be part of the 600 celebrations. The center is growing beautifully. He laid the foundation, he did all the initial hard work. Ashanti is so young, a lot of energy and enthusiasm. So he is now doing very well, exceedingly well. A lot more people are coming. I'm sure this will only grow from strength to strength in prayer association.
It was amazing, Maharaj, and honestly, the story about the frog, it's like literally relates with our life. And right here, standing here, I was thinking in that way, I don't know what people are going to say when I am done with this, but your words were enough to encourage me to continue with this. Now, we will be having the next program, and it will be the program on Sister Nivedita by Bal Gokulam. So, all the participants from Bal
Bhagavatam students,
please.
get up please. This is all for harmony. If you remove harmony, you will
It's our privilege to be here to celebrate as a part of the area's anniversary celebration. We, the children of Sanatana, are invited to talk about Sister Vedanta. Vedanta, you know the Sister Vedanta
Power.
Yes, said Vedanta. She was an author, teacher, social activist, and a school founder, and a great disciple of Swami Vivekananda. She was born to a Methodist Christian family in Dungannon in Ireland on October 28, 1867. Her parents named her Margaret Elizabeth Noble, but later was named Sister Nivedita by Swami Vivekananda, which means dedicated one. I also know that she had a great affinity towards Hinduism and India.
True. She met Swami Vivekananda when he visited England in 1895. It was considered as a turning point in her life. She was attracted to the universal principles of Vedanta and to Swamiji's humanistic teachings. This made her to accept him as her spiritual guru. Her connection with India began soon. She left for India in 1898. Swamiji's principles and teachings influenced her, and this brought visible change in her vision. Nivedita encapsulated a great relationship with Sharada Devi, surpassing all language and cultural barriers. She embraced her as Kuki, or little girl in Bengali. She remained one of the most closest associates of Sharada Devi since then.
Sister Nivedita was a great advocate of women empowerment. The main reason why Swami Vivekananda invited Sister Nivedita to India was to spread education to the women of the country. Sister Nivedita wanted to educate girls who were deprived of even basic education.
And to fulfill that mission, she opened a school for girls. A passionate and never-ending dedication was fulfilled by opening a newly founded school on November 1898. The school was opened by the Holy Mother Shaila Devi herself and was immensely blessed. However, opening a school wasn't an easy task then. To execute her initiative, she toured over England and America, collecting funds to establish the school. She also earned money through her writings and giving lectures, which she solely spent to meet the expenses of the school.
And her vision didn't end there, providing academic independence. Rather, she taught sewing and the basic rules of hygiene, etc. She worked hard and fought for equal rights to all Indian women fighters. She was undoubtedly a great leader, motivator, and educator.
Beyond doubt, she also had immense interest in promoting Indian science, culture, and history. She had actively encouraged Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose to pursue his original scientific research, despite indifferences from the colonial government. Even though born to a Christian family, Sister Nivedita wanted to be a Hindu in thoughts and actions. Hence, she visited Hindu devotees to observe their way of life and be one among them.
Sister Nivedita inspired many youths in taking up the cause of independence through her writings and lectures.
During her movement in towards Indian independence, her prolific writings and lectures had a huge influence on patriots such as Sir Aurobindo Ghosh, Abanindranath Tagore, and Subramanian Bharati. Also, her lectures carried carried. During the outbreak of plague epidemic in Calcutta, Sister Nivedita nursed sick and took care of the patients in need. She had also made a appeal for help in the English newspapers to aid for relief activities.
She was a scholar. Her books had influenced great writers to produce great works later. Her famous work, Kali, the Mother, influenced Abanindranath Tagore to produce his noble artwork, God of Mountain. Sister Nivedita was an editor of Karma Yoga, the national newspaper of our country. Her work during the plague epidemic was remarkable not for the selfless service to the nation of several humanists in Goa. During the outbreak, Sister Nivedita inspired and motivated many youth to render voluntary services. She organized day-to-day activities, inspected work, and personally handed over written instructions for preventing the epidemic.
Sadly, Sister Nivedita died on 13th October 1911 at the age of 43. Her identity as a Westerner and a disciple of Swami Vivekananda enabled her to do many things and highly promote pan-Indian nationalism.
Thank you all for this amazing conversation based on Sister Nivedita. This conversation by quoting a writing extracted from her epic creation, Kali the Mother. Our daily life highlights a symbol of God, not to ever cover for the same concept. Namaste.
Thank you. And now there will be a donation handing over by Balgopala to Swami Vivekananda.
Yeah, dear devotees, some of you know already. So we are having alternative weeks, Bala Gokulam. There is a Sunday class for 2 hours between 3 and 5 p.m. Alternative Sundays. It is between 6 and 16 years of age, more or less. So there will be teaching Sanskrit hymns, then yoga, then Bhagavad Gita chanting, and some moral stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata, from Indian tales like Panchatantra, etc. So these are all Balgokulam students. So they performed a small introductory, you can say, dialogue on our sister with the beloved sister. Thank you. Very nice. And also I welcome the parents. If anyone of you, please either you can contact me or you can contact Vijay or Preetham, so that you can also send your children to this and make use of this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swamiji, for that wonderful introduction. Actually, Balagokulam, these children, they are a very active and very vibrant part of a group called Sanatana Ireland. Some of our parents are here. Vijay is in charge of the Balagokulam right now. Previously, Preeta was busy with the camera that she was in charge. So, we have been regularly using the premises of Vedanta Society for our Balagokulam sessions. And as a token of our sincere gratitude, I would like to, along with these children, I would like to present a small token of gratitude to our Vedanta Society. Thank you so much.
There's an important announcement now. Now after this, we will have a Gita chanting competition. So there will be two groups. As usual, we were expecting around 10 plus, and again around 25 students have enrolled for a Gita chanting competition because of time and other constraints. So we have divided into two groups. So younger group and elder group. Younger group will be here, and elder group will go to the prayer hall, our shrine. And two judges will be judging on the competition here, and two judges will be there. Dear children, participation is more important. Don't feel panic, don't feel strange or fearful and all. So just there will be two judges and some of your parents and others. If you got any doubts or anything, you can ask. But no prompting is allowed. You can't see the book as you already know. Any 5 shlokas, consecutive 5 shlokas from any chapter you are supposed to chant, and already you know all these rules. So I will read out the names. So the younger groups will be here and the elder group will be asked to go to the prayer hall. Is it okay, children?
Yes.
Yes. On the three things you will be assessed. One is memory, the second is pronunciation and style, and the third is confidence level. Okay, one is memory, the second is pronunciation and style, the style of chanting, and the third is your confidence. Based on this, judges will be assessing the marks for you. Is it okay?
Yes.
In this hall, if you excuse me if I wrongly read your name, sorry. Rai Kashyap. Yes, can you raise your hands also? Yeah, just raise your hand, yes. Rayan Sanyal. Rayan. Okay. OV8. Okay. Sevtra Rana. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Maitreyi. Sai Priya. Sai Priya. Okay. Vagbhav. Janushri. Kapish. Akanksha. Okay. Saina. Saina. Gustis. Okay, beautiful. Ira. So you are supposed to, you are requested to back here. Okay. So now I'll be announcing the names of the students. You are requested to go to the shrine. Okay. Rayansh. Oh, sorry, Rayansh is over. Yeah. Samrut. Samrut. Yeah. Sachi Rajpal. Okay. Sachet. Vaibhav. Vaibhav. Okay. Ritik Praveen. Ritik. Okay. Wangmai. Neha. Stuti. Rohan. Vishwa. Abhinav. So all of you please move to the shrine.
To all the participants. The participation itself is a great matter of achievement and courage and needs a great congratulations. So for all the participants, recognition and
the story of the bee death.
That's amazing, honestly.
Papa,
yeah.
don't
So
say it out loud.
Okay.
yeah. So maybe because we are under time pressure, we are going to start now. So I will be calling the name of the participant, and please you yourself also tell your name and also declare the chapter and the verses that you are going to chant, and then start chanting with great joy and with lot of expression. Okay? So Raiha Kashyap is the first candidate.
अद्य अहं श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतायाः नवमाध्यायस्य षड्विंशतितः त्रिंशत्पर्यन्तं पञ्चश्लोकान् उच्चारयामि। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। श्रीभगवानुवाच पत्रं पुष्पं फलं तोयं यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति तदहं भक्तिप्रदम् अश्नामि प्रयतात्मनः। यत्करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि यदासि यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम्। शुभाशुभफलैरेवं मुक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धनैः संन्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि। समोऽहं सर्वभूतेषु न मे द्वेषोऽस्ति न प्रियः। ये भजन्ति तु मां भक्त्या मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्। अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते मामनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः। धन्यवादः
So next candidate is, she had chanted chapter 9 verses 26 to 30. The next candidate is Riyansh Sanyal. So he will also chant chapter 9 verses 26 to 30.
सुदिनं शुभमध्याह्नः अथ नवमोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवान् उवाच I'm gonna do 26 up to 30. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparitam ashnami prayathatmanah yat karoshi dashnasi yajuhosi dadasi yat saptasasi konteya tatpurmadovanam shubha shubha phale evam Wam mokshase kama bandhanahi sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimuktu mama bhashasi samoham sarvabhuteshu namidvashasti napriyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maitedeshu chapyaham Abhichet suduracharo bhajite mam ananyabha sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hi saha. Dhanyawadaha.
So our next candidate is O.P. Yadge.
Arjuna Uvacha Sthita Prasthasaka Bhasha Samadhistasya Keshava Sthita Tehkim Prabhasheta Kivasita Vichetati. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Savan Pataman Atmanyevatmanashtas Sthita Prajnasya Dote Dukeshvanudvignamanaha Sukeshu Vikatasprihaha Agabhayakrodasthita Dheviruchati Ya Sarvatranabhisnehas Tatat Prapya Shubhashubham Nabhinandatti Nadveshti Tasya Vajrapadishtita Yada Samharate Chayam Gurmunganeva Sarvashah Indriyanendriyatebhyas Tasya Vajrapadishtita. Dhanyavad.
already chanted from chapter 2, verses 2.54 to 2.58. Next is Sarvatra Rana. So he will chant from chapter 1, verses 1 to 5.
Namaste, my name is Sarvatra. Today I'll be chanting Shloka 1 to 5 from Gita chapter 1. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Prathamodhyayaha. Arjuna Vishadayogaha. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. Samavetaayurutsavaha. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. किमकुर्वत संजय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं जमु यूधान् द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येन धीमता अत्र शूरामहेश्वासाः भीमार्जुनसमायुधि युधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः धृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित्कुन्तिभोजश्च शैलश्च नरपुङ्गवः
Saipriya. Yeah, next is Saipriya. She hasn't declared, or is she there?
Saipriya.
Okay, so then next is Maitreyi Gandhi. So she will stand from chapter 12, verses 1 to 5.
It's like 2 to 10.
Oh, 6 to 10. Okay, I check. 12.
सर्वेभ्यः नमः। मम नाम मैत्री गणपति। अतः अहं भगवद्गीताः द्वादश अध्यायस्य षट्तः दशपर्यन्तं पञ्चश्लोकानि उच्चारयामि। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः। अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः भक्तियोगः। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसां मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अत चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततः मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि।
So next is Bhagavav Sharma. So he will chant from chapter 15, verses 1 to 5.
मम नाम भागवत शर्मा मल्लंपल्ली। अहं भगवद्गीतायां पञ्चदशोऽध्याये प्रथम पञ्चश्लोकानि पठामि। भगवद्गीता प्रार्थनाश्लोकम्। हार्दाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि। भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् अधः पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः पुरुषोत्तमयोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदः साकम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तदोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी निर्माणमोहाद्युतसङ्गदोष अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामा द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञा गच्छन्त्य मूला पदमव्यं तत् धन्यवाद।
So next is Janushree. She will chant from chapter 1 verses 1 to 5.
Namaste. My name is Janushree and I'm going to chant verses 1 to 5 from chapter 1 Bhagavad Gita. Tutraksha uvaksha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha mamaka pandavascheva kimmagurvata sanjaya. Chapter 1 Sloka number 2. Sanjaya uvacha drishtva tu pandavanikam yudam suyotanastadha acharyam upasangamya rajavachanam abravit. Chapter 1 Sloka number 3. Pashyetam pandaputranam acharyamahachim chamu yudam dutanaputrana tavashishena dhimatha. Chapter 1 Sloka number 4. Atra shura maheshwasa timachuna samayuti yuyutano viratacha radiratascha drupadacha maharataha. Chapter 1 Sloka number 5. Drishtaketascha kitanah kashirajascha viryavan purjitvam tibojascha chaityascha narakuha.
Next is Kapish Kansa. She will chant from chapter 2 verses 54 to
अभिवादन। मम नाम कपिल अहं 9 वर्षीय अस्मि। अद्य अहं गीता अध्यायद्वयं श्लोका 54 अष्टपञ्चाशत् पठितं गच्छामि। अर्जुन च स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समादेतस्य केशव स्थितादि किं प्रभाषेत किमासीता व्रजेत किम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थान् मनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोचते दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनः सुखेषु विगतस्थिरः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते या सर्वत्र न विस्नेहः तत्तत्प्राप्य नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता। यदा संभरते चायं त्वमुङ्गानीव सर्वशः नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता। अभिवादन।
Akanksha is here.
Yes.
So she will chant from chapter 4, verses 1 to 5.
Hello, Mama Nama Akanksha, and today I will be chanting Bhagavad Gita Shlokas, chapter 4, verses 1 to 5. Verse 1. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Vivasvan Manavedraha Manurikshvata Vedravi. Verse 2. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshyo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Verse 3. Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta purantanaha bhaktosmi sakacheti Rahasyam etaduttamam. Verse 4. Arjuna uvacha param bhavato janma param janma vivaspataha prathametat vijamiyam pamadau proktavaniti. Verse 5. Shri Bhagavan uvacha bahuni me vyatitani जन्मानि तव चार्जुना तान्यहं वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेद परन्तप. धन्यवादः.
So Saina will chant from chapter 2, verses 54 to 50.
अर्जुना वाचा सिता प्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव सीतादिः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीता वृजेत किम्. श्री भगवानुवाच प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थान् मनोगतान् आत्मनेवात्मना तुष्टस्तदा प्रज्ञस्य दोषते दुःखेषु न विघ्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागाभयक्रोधस्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते या सर्वत्रानभिस्नेहस्ततः प्राप्याशुभाशुभं नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यदा संहरते चायं पूर्णाङ्गानीव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. धन्यवादः.
Next is Rustis. Did I pronounce your name right? Are you Rustis?
Arjuna Vacha Stita Prajnasya Kabasha Simani Stasya Keshava Stita Dehi Kim Prabhasheta Kimasita Rajeta Kim. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Rajahati Yada Kama Sarvam Vartam Anogatam Atmane Vatmana Tushta Stita Prajna Sadoshate Dukeshu Vignamanas Sukeshu Dataspira Vitaraga Vayakodas Stita Dehir Murushate Yasarvachana Vishnehat Tatat Tapya Shubham Shubham Navinandati Nabeshti Tasya Prajna Pratishtita Yada Samharate Chayam Kurmangani Vasarvasha Indriyani Indriyordevyas Tasya Prajna Pratishtita. Dhanyawada.
This story is Ira Sardana. Right. She will chant from chapter 2, verses 54.
Arjuna Uvacha Stita Prajnasya Kabasha Samadhistasya Keshava Stita Dhihi Kim Prabhasheta Kimasita Rajeta Kim. Sri Bhagavani Vacha Kajahati Yadakamam Sarvam Partha Manogata Atmaneva Manatista Stita Padma Sadoshata Swami Vignamana Sukeshu Vigatas Priha Vitaraga Bhayakurga Stita Dihirmini Vishate Yasavachana Visneha Tatat Prafya Shubha Shubham Nabhinandati Nadosti Tasya Prajna Pratishtita Yada Samhate Chayam Kurmangani Vasarasha Indriya Tevya Tasya Prajna Pratishtita
Really well done. So later we will come back with the scores and everybody is a winner, but maybe we have to still give some prizes. So we'll see who wins. Okay? So
Thank you all, everybody who had participated in this Gita Sloka. It was amazing. Even for the adults over here, I don't know how many can fluently say this, but it was amazing. Kudos to all the children. And thank you judges. It was not an easy task, I can tell that. But they will come back with the results. We'll wait for that.
it will be not easy.
I know. I would like Mark,
Dear parents and children, as you know, we had a wonderful competition. Around 12-13 students gave your participation, and around 13 or 14 students they gave participation in the shrine. So they have finished their competition. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. They will all join. Then I will welcome our His Excellency Akhilesh Mishra ji to address all of us.
One word actually just to say, rather than the competition for the kids, it's a tough job for the judges actually.
Yes. That's what I said. It's not an easy task for the judges. It's amazing what they have done.
In the hall, in the shrine. Yeah, children, after class just stopped, the participation certificate will be given for the Sanskrit certificate course students, and apart from that, you will also get the participation certificates and prizes for Gita chanting students. Okay? Dear devotees, today we are our esteemed chief guest. We have got our Indian ambassador to Ireland, Shri Akhilesh Mishra ji. I think from 2021 he is here. And is a great friend and well-wisher of our Vedanta Society and of myself also. I have met quite a few diplomats in India, no doubt, but I felt very interesting in him is two things. One is always ever ready, whatever is possible to contribute or to help the people to do any type of good work in all different fields. One thing. Second thing, which was much more mesmerizing for me, being a diplomat and IAS or IFS officer, his knowledge in our Vedas, Upanishads and Sanskrit is mind-blowing really. Of course, he comes from the oldest city of the world. I think most of you know the oldest surviving city of the world, which is Kashi or Varanasi. He comes from Varanasi, and his parents are also. His father especially was a Sanskrit scholar. In his house, there are very few books which can become a mini library. Such a books he has got in his house. I have heard about it. On behalf of Vedanta Society and personally and on behalf of all of you, I welcome sir for this August I also welcome Riti Mishra ji for coming to our function. Thank you. So Akhilesh Mishra ji is our Indian ambassador from October 2021 here, and is a career diplomat. He belongs to the IFS, that is Indian Foreign Service, and more than 3 decades he has got a experience, and he has worked in different fields in Indian central government. And before coming here, he worked in Ministry of External Affairs as a special officer. Then he also was heading the Development Partnership Administration, and he also assisted in dialogue in international development issues. And he was also Director General of Indian Council for Cultural Relations, New Delhi, from January 2019-2020. And also he had assignments as head mission or post Ambassador of India to Maldives, Consul General of India into Toronto, Canada, and Joint Secretary or Head Division in the Ministry of External Affairs, dealing with Indian relationships with Nepal and Bhutan. And he was also Joint Secretary in charge of Multilateral Economic Relation Divisions. And he was also Deputy Chief of Mission in Kabul, Afghanistan. He was High Commissioner in Tanzania, and he was Deputy Consul General in San Francisco, USA, Deputy Secretary dealing with Bangladesh in the Ministry of External Affairs, New Delhi. And he also worked in different capacities in Indian embassies in Kathmandu, Rome, Peru, and etc. And apart from Sanskrit, English, Hindi, he is a versatile speaker. He knows Spanish, he knows Italian, he knows Nepalese, and he knows many Indian languages also. And very interestingly, whichever state or whichever country he goes, whatever the vernacular language or local language, he tries his best to pick up. And recently when I went to Indian Embassy on the invitation, when I was talking with him, he also said he's making an attempt to learn 2 languages. One is Tamil, Tirukural, and the other is local Irish language. I really admire his learning capacity. So on behalf of all of you, I extend again once more hearty welcome to this August Assembly, and also request you to order session. Thank you.
At the outset, I must applaud the young students who recited the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. Amazing. And without waiting for the judges' result, I can say Bhagavad Gita is such a beautiful divine text that just by reciting you get all the rewards. If you learn and to understand the meaning of what you recited, you are enriched, you are blessed. So I'm so impressed. My wife Riti is really admiring like the fluency with which you recited is mesmerizing. My salutations to all of you. Also extend heartiest welcome to Swamiji visiting from Delhi as my friend here. Very warm welcome. Thank you for joining this 6th anniversary celebration of Air Vedanta. As Swamiji mentioned himself, I'm a great admirer of Air Vedanta Society and Swamiji personally. In Urdu there is a saying, it's a couplet, जहाँ भी रहेगा रोशनी लुटाएगा, जहाँ भी रहेगा रोशनी लुटाएगा, किसी चिराग का अपना मकान नहीं होता. So that is the feeling I get whenever I see Swamiji, Shantivatananji. That he is, wherever he goes, he carries with him the warmth of his personality and the wisdom of Indian tradition. So he, as head of this institution, is a great source of pride for me as India's ambassador, because he is not only great like as an authority in Vedic and Upanishadic traditions, but all and knowledge of Sanskrit, but also his passion for nurturing and transmitting that knowledge to the next generation and to children particularly. Also, I acknowledge I have been in Ireland for 2.5 years. I have seen him how tirelessly he has been working to connect with other societies. So his contribution in connecting Air Vedanta Society and the wisdom of Vedanta, not only among different linguistic and groups of Indian community in diaspora, but also reaching out to the Irish societies, Irish communities. He is a kind of catalyst for genuine understanding, mutual tolerance, and dialogue between different faiths, different religious traditions, different philosophies. So I'm really impressed by him, and whatever little I'm able to do for Air Vedanta Society or for him personally, I do it with tremendous pride, tremendous privilege. It's matter of great joy for me to be able to contribute any manner, any bit for him and for the society. Also, I must begin by applauding, along with the children, the parents. My wife and I have been in Ireland for 2.5 years, and we are truly like mesmerized by the creativity that we see in the Indian community. Now Indian community is more than 80,000 strong, and now we have really whole of India present in Ireland. Earlier it used to be 1 or 2 states from India which had their communities, but now we have from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Assam to Gujarat, whole of India regionally represented in Ireland in a small manner. So each community is very impressive in terms of their professional caliber, their competence, and their high value contribution that they are making in Ireland in the social development and economic development, technology, but also they are enriching culturally. Particularly the parents, particularly the mothers in Indian community, I wish to applaud them for their contribution in acting as catalyst for Indian culture, Indian tradition. And not only that, not only they are teaching their own children their own native culture, language, tradition, dance, music, but also many times they are going out of the way and volunteering for a broader societal service. So it's something I have noticed with great joy, and I wish to applaud your service to the community.
Thank you.
Also with regard to the essential message that emanates from the society, the spirit of Vedanta, I think this is very important for India-Ireland friendship, and also broader relations between India and Ireland, because while trade is growing, we have about 10 billion euros of two-way trade. The investment and other people-to-people ties are growing very impressively. The nature of India-Ireland partnership is such that it is the cultural and ideas connectivity and mutual inspiration that has been the defining feature. Like Rabindranath Tagore and Yeats, their friendship, that remains the most glowing icon of our friendship. Similarly, in the domain of constitutional ideas, when we were drafting our constitution in 1946 to 49, then if you go through the Constituent Assembly debates, it's Irish Constitution of 1937, which was referred to very frequently, and it was referred to with tremendous admiration. Ireland is a small country. At that time it was less than 4 million people in 1920s. But they created a very forward-looking, very visually dynamic, progressive constitution. And Irish people don't recall it, don't take it for granted. But I know that how much impact it had in our drafting of constitution. Very innovative ideas. Very I wish to diversify and broaden the conversation between India and Ireland at the people's level to cover not just the issues of trade and investment and capacity building and S&T and research and development and startups, but also they should include conversation in ideas, sharing of experiences, not only as two Republican societies, democracies, which have a lot of issues common, although India is far more complex. So not everything happens in India is relevant to Ireland, not everything which happens in Ireland is relevant to India, but there are essential things which unite us. And there is merit in sharing, learning, discussing those issues. Also on the essential heritage of India, which is the richest in its intangible heritage of ideas. And India's heritage is special not only because it is very ancient. In fact, Kalidas told us very categorically, Purana Vityeva na sadhu sarvam. If anything is very ancient, does not mean that it is valuable. Na chapi kavyam navamatya vadyam. Something is new, something very modern, it does not make it worthless. So the wise people decide the merit of things based on their judgment. And the fools, they follow like herd. So Indian heritage is valuable. It is ancient, yes, but not the antiquity which makes it so special. It is the universal application, its timeless message which makes it so valuable.
Yeah.
Whether you are Irish, whether you are Indian, whether you are from Maharashtra, or from Kerala, from Karnataka, whether you or your ancestors or 1,000 years ago, our common ancestors, all of us, we have a common thread. That all of us want end of suffering. We want end of suffering, and not only that, we all want happiness. So, Indian sages, our rishis, and the Vedanta philosophy itself goes deeper into the root cause. What makes us suffer? What gives us happiness? The Indian sages, they thought about it and they told us the root of suffering is ignorance. It is ignorance because of which you make wrong choices, you make wrong decisions. As a human being, as a thinking, rational human being, the difference between human being and other living beings is that we have the power of mind, power of discretion. Incidentally, the Sanskrit or Hindi term for man is connected with man. Man. And Manu, the descendants of Manu. So man and man, they are very deeply interconnected in our thought. So as human beings, we are constantly faced with a kind of two-fork path, and particularly we have to decide which path to go. Shreyascha, preyascha. One path which is very attractive, very pleasing, instantly gratifying to our senses. But in the long run, that is harmful. The other path which looks a bit tedious, tough, but it is beneficial in the long run. Yatta dagre vishameva pariname amritopama. Something which is very pleasing like nectar, but it is harmful like a poison. Something else which is very repelling, yattadagre vishamev pariname amritopamo. So that is the choice, which one to choose, which path to go on. And that is where the the need for knowledge, need for wise, considered opinion. Again, the Indian sages, unlike the Western, they told us very categorically that to gain knowledge, don't be egoist and don't depend on your senses. They warned us that eyes don't see, ears don't hear. There is something else which makes them. Yet chakshusha na pashyati, yena chakshunshi pashyati. Yan manusa na manute, yenahur mano mano. So they say eyes are not seeing. Eyes are mere external instruments. The seer, the knower is soul. And with the instrumentality of man, if mind is not connected with the sense concern, that sense is useless. Somebody is sitting in front of me, but if my mind is somewhere else, I don't see. Someone is saying, but my mind is not connected with my ears, then I don't listen. So the human body itself is conceived as an organic whole. You cannot evaluate the performance of a body just by looking at one single part. Nahi jnana vayavena tu gyeyam jnanam utpadyate. The full knowledge of any reality is never obtained by knowledge of a small part of it. So if you have to know human body, you have to know 4 things. Sharir, Indriya, Sattva, Atma Sanyogo, Dhari, Jivitam. What is living being? What is life? The body, naturally, you have to have a physical body. Indriya, you must have consciousness. Sattva, the mind, and Atma. So these 4 make our body a living being. So we have to conceptualize the human being in terms of a complex system involving these 4. The linkage has to be nityaga. It has to be constant, continuous, not like today I have soul, today, tomorrow I don't have soul. It has to be continuous, uninterrupted, and till the life anubandha, right? So that has to be continuous. So these 4 are connected. Again, there is a very beautiful imagery of a chariot. Atmanam rathinam vidhi, shariram rathmevatu, buddhim tu sarathim vidhi, manah pragrahamevacha. Imagine a chariot with horses like your senses, and the charioteer, the reasoning, the intellect, buddhi is the charioteer who is controlling the horses. The mana is like reins which is controlling, and soul is the owner, the rider of the body. So for healthy well-being, we are going to celebrate International Day of Yoga. So even for human health, there is an integrated, holistic approach which has been advised by our sages. So the knowledge has to be seen in terms of one single cosmic entity. And the moment you start looking at it in a segmented manner, then you are in for a series of suffering. So the key to getting happiness, realizing a happiness which is enduring, not chronic, not momentary, you have to use control your mind. That is the key of the essence of Indian philosophy of thought. And that control of mind cannot happen just by putting on a track or a strength jacketing or giving an injection or giving a tonic or a medical wine. That requires conduct. That requires right conduct. Yuktahar viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta Swapna bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. If you want to get rid of suffering, then you must have a right conduct. You must have a right food. And food is not just what we eat, but also broader, like what we intake from our senses. So it is a good beginning to start thinking, not just being like egoistically driven by our senses and give primacy to our eyes and what we see. That is the truth and nothing else is truth and everything is false. So I must appreciate the parents who are inculcating such great values in the next generation, young generation, even though they are studying here and living abroad, but they are so connected with Indian philosophy. It's a matter of great pride for us. We are very delighted. I wish all of you all the best, our blessings to you, and once again our pranam to Swami Shivratananji and all the team which is supporting the Vedanta Society. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellence, Mr. Akhilesh Mishra. It was amazing. What you have let us know about the connection between Ireland and India, and later about the Indian sages and how they have influenced our life, and even applauding the children. Your words we have really meant a lot for them, because they are just growing up over here, and some good, like anything coming out from your mouth is a blessings for them too. So thank you for. Now, His Excellency Mr. Akhilesh Mishra will be distributing certificates to the participants of the Sanskrit course student.
So dear parents and devotees, as we said already, we had a 10-week certificate course, so like a small diploma course like that. So all the 10 weeks, whoever has attended, we are giving for them. Sorry. She was very active in our class. So anyone else come? Only this many, they approached me, anyone else? So only 9 students have participated, of course, 3 are from UK, so they are participating only. And dear students, I know all of you are very excited to hear the Bhagavad Gita chanting competition. As our comparing, Galgotri she was telling this, that definitely will be challenging for the judges. Definitely they had a challenges, whom to give and whom to leave. Because they were all expressing that it was a fantastic program and there was no mistake at all. So they had to really struggle to give the prizes.
So everybody is a winner.
Yeah, everybody is a winner. We shall all give a good applause for the children, please. So we had 24 students, but last moment one student got dropped. So 24 students participated today. Yeah. Raya Kashyap.
She's the youngest participant.
Wow. First prize. First prize, she got first prize. Savitra Rana, second prize. Akanksha Singh, second prize.
You can join, so maybe the picture purpose, I'm saying that the second prize winner can be good. Join second prize winner.
Maitreyi, third prize. Yeah. Now in between I will give a pass and I will participation certificates. Samriddhi, Sachi, Satya, Vaibhav, Ritik, Rohan, Vishwa, Abhinav Raji,
First place. I got first place.
Moksha.
Vedanta got first place.
Neha Kishore, first prize. No, Gita Chandi. Senior. Wangmai also first prize.
Both of you got first.
Good, Vedanta.
First place.
Rana,
First place.
Stuti Rana, second prize. Janushree, participation certificate. Yeah, please give us space. Yeah.
But a student.
Reyansh,
Good job, Graham.
Raghav,
Wait, you didn't got a medal? They all have the medals.
Can you, I will request you to do some, some certificates. OV. Kapish.
Mama. Anniversary. Me too.
Justice. Children, thank you one and all, and congratulations to everyone for your wonderful participation. And we will be having some more workshops, some more competitions like this. Please join us and please learn more and please encourage your parents. They have a competition now. Isn't it? You can see how the elders go to the student mode. How they, because they have also, this year I have to see, last 2 years I have seen, they used to make a lot of homework, questions, answers, so many things, tick boxes they had done previous last 2 years, 50 plus, 60 plus and all. Now you should encourage your parents or parents like age. They have got a quiz on Mahabharata. Okay? Yes, you can come here, so I'll just give you a gap. You give one gap, then it is easy for people. Murli has left. No, this is just together.
Are these extra chairs?
Yes, all of you are ready? So, group A, you will be Yudhishthira. So, your group will be Yudhishthira. Okay, your name will be Bhima. Okay, your name will be Arjuna. Okay, your name will be Gandhari. Gandhari. Okay. So, scorer? Malakadi? Scorer as usual? Yes.
Where is the board?
No, pen and paper. You ask that uncle, we will help you. Go. If you want one name, just you want one name. Yeah, scoring is get ready. Just a minute, I'll come back.
This is also team.
Original name of Mahabharata. Jaya Samhita. Thank you. So the original name of Mahabharata is actually Jaya Samhita. Thank you. So Bharata clan or Bharata kingdom is either Sola dynasty or Luna dynasty. Sola dynasty? Sola dynasty? Luna dynasty? Ashta dynasty? So what is the answer? Solar dynasty. But I am very sorry. It is a Luna dynasty. It is a Chandravansha. It is a Luna dynasty. Can you name one of the king as his son? He was supposed to be a crown, but one maybe relative or a citizen of a country, and he made a king. He didn't make his own biological son as a next king, but he made a right person in the right place. Can you know? Yeah? Dhritarashtra, sorry. Yes, it's for audience. Shantanu? Okay, no, sorry. Who was the king who didn't make his biological son as the next prince or next king, and instead of that he bought a one fit person citizen and he made a king? Pandu, Dhritarashtra, no. Duryodhana, okay, no. Okay, scorer is ready. Shantanu, no. Okay, okay, ready. So the how much? 3 minutes or 1 minute? 1 minute. Yes. Scorer is still in 1 minute. So independent question, you will get 1 minute. Okay, and among three, you have to don't discuss with me. You have to discuss with yourself, and one answer I want. Okay, one answer I want. If you tell someone among you, if you tell one, and afterwards again you tell a right answer, can be losing the marks. So be careful. You discuss among yourself one answer and don't discuss me. Don't discuss with me. Of course. There is no negative marking. Second, and when there is a passing question, there is only 20 seconds. When there is a passing question, 20 seconds. And independent question, it is a 5 marks. And if it is a pass question, it is a 3 marks. Independent question, 5 marks. Passing question will be 3 marks. And no prompting each other. And also I request audience, some of your relatives, family members may be sitting there. So please, I request you not to have prompting. Can I, Murli, please come. Murli, please come. Murli was one of the judges for our Gita chanting competition. He was missing. Okay, to you. Who are the parents of Deva Vrata?
Ganga and Shantanu.
Ganga and Shantanu, right answer?
Okay.
Who cursed the Ashtavasus? Who cursed the Ashtavasus? Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Right answer? What is the name of the Vasu who had to live on earth for a long time? Among the Ashtavasus, one Vasu was asked to Devavrata. Sorry? Prabhasha. Okay, okay, that question for you now. Cursed the Ashtavasus to be born on the earth. Who is the sage who cursed the Ashtavasus to be born on earth? Vasishtha. Yes, right. Okay, now second question.
That question was answered.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you have to ask. Sorry. Okay.
Second first time.
Second first time. Repeat question. Repeat hoiche.
আমাদের second first টা cancel.
So what vow did Devavrata take So he was called as Bhishma. What the vow he took, resolve he took, because of that vow, Devavrata was called as Bhishma.
So I will never marry and I will practice celibacy.
Still there. Like. Okay. That question to you now. Second group.
Group one. You have to go.
So first round completed.
First round completed.
That group. Second group start.
Second group. Okay. Name the two sons. Name the two sons of Satyavati. Okay. Now that question for you, group 3. Who is the mother of Dhritarashtra? Who is the mother of Dhritarashtra? Gandhari. Sorry. Ambika. Yes. Okay. First question. That question. Pandu. Hey, no. No, suppose. I will give you a chance, okay? I will give you a chance, okay? Okay, sorry, I have to ask you again. Okay, I will give you 2 chocolates. If you give answers, I will give 1 chocolate. If you don't give answers, 2 chocolates. Okay, sorry, I have to ask you once more. Okay. Amba was born as. Amba was born as something, and she was also daughter of who? She is born as someone, XYZ, and she is the daughter of which king?
Amba was daughter of King of Kashi,
King of Kashi.
and later I think
No. King of Kashi, no.
But his name was.
One minute.
can you repeat the question?
Yes. Amba was born as, and she was he or she was the daughter of who? You have to discuss and tell me. 20 seconds.
Yes. Shikhandi and Drupad.
Yes. She was a Shikhandi, and she is the daughter of King Drupad, not Kashi.
But this is in the next part, right? This is in the next part.
Misunderstood the person.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't matter.
So passing one further. Yeah. So that question goes to you, is it?
Yeah.
To group 1.
Group 1. Yeah. Okay. Who went to obtain the secret of Sanjeevani from Shukracharya? Approached Shukracharya to get the Sanjeevani Vidya, Sanjeevani secret. Who is the person who went to Shukracharya?
Just a guess.
Brahaspati. Okay, sorry. Kacha. Brahaspati's son. Kacha. Yes. So 3 months. Okay, that question for you now.
Sir,
No, they're finished.
Yeah.
Arjun needs to start direct question.
2 rounds finished. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Now, who is
They should get the direct question.
Direct question.
Next round.
Okay. Who is the daughter of Shukracharya? Who is the daughter of Shukracharya who loved Kacha? Who is the daughter of Shukracharya who loved Kacha? She was in love with Kacha. Aditi, sorry.
Devyani.
Devayani, yes.
Two of our direct question got cancelled.
Okay, now that question for you. Okay. Name the 2 wives, important roles, 2 wives of King Yayati. King Yayati had got 2 main wives. Please name them.
Divani and Parvishta.
Devayani and Sharmishta. Okay, now you can tell, okay? I'm asking for the audience question now. Yayati, he led a beautiful life, but still, when he became old, he wanted to enjoy still life. He wanted to enjoy the life. So, but he had become old, his sense organs, everything was becoming old. I mean, because of old, it was not active or whatever. He had 5 sons, and he called all the 5 sons and said, look, I have become old, I am not able to enjoy the life and the world. If any one of you exchange, mutual exchange, I will give the old age and you give the young age for me, then I will give my kingdom, or you will be the next king, or I will give the good part of kingdom for you. Who is that son who accepted, it is audience question, who accepted the king at his old age? Children, you will get chocolates, don't worry, 2 now. Don't know, okay? Yeah? Puru. Puru is the youngest son, the 5th son, youngest son, who accepted and he gave his youngster or a young age or youth to his father. Yeah, Puru. Now, that is question for you, okay? Now, Puru gave his youth and Yayati took back the young age or whatever. After some time he felt very bad. I didn't do it properly or whatever. And he said something. Why did Yayati restore the youth to his son, Puru? And it is an often quoted sloka, often quoted statement. Why did Yayati, he said something, he made a wonderful statement, life lesson for all of us. He made a statement and said, this is the reason I am giving back this youth to you, my dear son. So, Rajgopalachari's Mahabharata book was given as a reference for them to study. Pass. Okay?
Exactly don't remember the story.
No. You don't have to tell Sanskrit shloka, just tell in any vernacular language.
Okay, so it's like nothing is permanent in life.
Nothing is permanent in life. Okay? Pass.
Okay, actually, Jajati thought that just because he was cast to the old age home, I think temporary pleasure will make him satisfied that he is fine with his youth. But when he went to the Kuber's garden and spent through Apsara, he realized that the pleasure of youth can never be quenched, and hence it makes no sense to continue with the youth, and that's why he returned the youth to his asana.
So, yeah, double bonus point. So the Sanskrit, the translation goes like this. How much ever we try to satisfy these worldly desires or unsatisfaction, it never gets quenched. It is as good as foolish to think that by putting the ghee, we can put out the fire. Just like it is never possible, so by enjoying more and more sense pleasures, we can never subside. Thinking that he understood, he felt it, that's why he gave back the youth to his son Puru back. Yeah. So now direct question to? Okay. Sage Mandavya was a great sage. Sage Mandavya was punished and put on a spear because he was accused that he has done a theft or whatever, robbery. So he was done this action. But then he went to Yamadharmaraya and he asked, what I have done wrong? What was my prarabdha karma? What I have done wrong? Why did I have to get punishment for which I have not done? As in a Sukshma Sharira, the subtle body, he went and he asked Dharmaraya, the Lord of Death, and the Lord of Death gives the answer. This was the evil action you have done. That's why you had to face this. So what was the answer was given by Lord Yama to the sage Mandavya in subtle body. You understood the question? So Sage Mandavya was unnecessarily accused and he was put onto spear. So he goes back in the subtle body to Lord Yama and asks, what did I do, mistake or sin? Why am I getting punished like this? And Lord Yama gives a beautiful answer.
He unknowingly did something in his childhood.
Yes, of course. Yeah, but no specific answer I want. Yeah.
He killed one small ant in his childhood. That's why he get the punishment from the
So insect, when he was small, he had a bad habit. Once or twice, any insect he used to take, and with a needle, he pierced the eyes of the insect itself. Because of that, he was punished on the spear. That's beautiful. Okay, that question to you now.
There is a class.
No, direct question will be Gandhari's.
No, they
They have started
they
this
carry
term.
Christian Mother.
No, no, no.
Second is-
3 rounds finished. 3 rounds
Three rounds
finished.
finished, okay.
Yeah.
Three rounds finished now. Fourth round now. Okay. Mandavya got very angry because when Lord Emma said you did when you were small, you killed the insects, eyes especially, whatever it threatened. When he heard that, Mandavya got angry and you so as per Dharma Shastras, till 5 years we are not aware what we do. Whatever we do mistakes, it has not been counted. You are supposed to know that, but still being you the Yama Dharmaraya, you did a mistake. And he cursed him. Sage Mandavya cursed Lord Yama to come to take birth in the earth, on the earth. So Lord Yama was born as who? You understood the question?
Vidur.
Vidur. So Lord Yama was born as Vidur.
Yeah.
Really studied, I think.
Google search करते हैं
Okay.
Or a specialist.
Okay, now direct question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What was the original name, or you can say another name for Kunti? Prutha. Yes. Prutha. Yes. Beautiful. Name the sage who blessed Prutha or Kunti, that by taking this name, and whomever god, whichever deity you remember, he will appear and he will give your desires. He will fulfill your desires. He will grant your desires. A sage. Durvasa. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. For you, name the husband of Prutha or Kunti.
Pandu. Pandu.
Now,
4 rounds finished.
done. Okay, now question for audience then. I don't want to keep them back, feel bad. Yeah. Who is the Kula Guru? Who is the Kula Guru of the Bharata clan? During I know there were few people. So who was the Kula Guru of the Bharata clan during Dhritarashtra and Pandu? Or Dhritarashtra you can say. Dhritarashtra's reign. Krupacharya. Okay. Now question for, we have to go in opposite direction.
Yeah. Will I give intermediate score?
Okay, intermediate score. Okay, thank you.
After first clockwise round of 4 rounds, clockwise, yeah. Team Yudhishthir's score is 13. Team Bhim's score is 18. Team Arjun is on 8. Team Gandhari is on 27.
Okay, now anti-clockwise will
Now
go.
the anti-clockwise starts with Gandhari.
Gandhari, yes. Okay. Indra, Lord Indra, he disguised in the form of Brahmana and he approached Karna. He approached Karna during Sandhyavandana time. So Karna had a resolve during Sandhyavandana time, morning Surya Argya when he gives, whoever comes and whatever he asks, he will give. That was the resolve he had taken. So one fine morning day, finished the Sandhyavandana and he was giving Surya Argya. Lord Indra came in the disguised form of Brahmana and he begged something from Karna. What did he beg? What did he ask?
armor and the
Kavacha Kundala, yeah, one more. One is Kavacha Kundala. So, Kundala and Kavacha. Thank you. Okay, now the question is, now because Lord Indra asked, Karna gave his Karna Kundala and Kavacha. These were divine, it was gifted with a Lord Surya while his birth itself. So he took away. Now in return, Lord Indra didn't want to go simply because he took a gift, he wanted to give a gift. So Lord Indra also gave some gift for him in the form of a boon. So what boon he gave the Indra to the Karna?
He gave as a name called Danveer to the Karna.
Danveer Shurakarna, yes, but he gave particular thing in it. Not only just in the talker, but he gave some particular thing. Astra, Shastra, so many things, yeah. You understood the question? Vajra Ayuda? Sorry.
he gave the
Shakti Astra, Shakta Ayudha, and there are 2-3 names. Vasavi Shakti, weapon, Shakta Ayudha. Shakta Ayudha is a common name, and the other name, technical name is Vasavi Shakti. Shakti Ayudha it is called. Now that question to you, is it? Okay.
No, Arjun.
No, they are. Okay, it is an interesting question and it is easy also. Who is the guru? Who is the guru who taught weapons, especially Shastra Vidya, I say? Who is the guru of Karna? Parashuram, yes, please. Okay, who was the friend of Dronacharya, who was the friend of Drona, who insulted him in the bar? King Drupad, yes. Okay, that question to you now. D. Arjun, okay. Where was the wax palace constructed?
Lakshadweep.
Again, I am telling you, this is the last chance. You are not supposed to tell mass answers, so you have to discuss and tell me.
No.
Sorry.
Khandev.
Wow. Again, please don't give mass answers. 3 of you listen and tell me. What are you? Fast. Team B, yeah, team, yeah. You have question for you? Okay. Which is the incident impressed the Pandavas with Drona? Again, discuss and tell me, please don't be. Which is the incident? Some incident happens by the Pandavas. They were all young children. They were adolescents. They got very much impressed and they went and they narrated to Bhishma. Again, discuss and don't give a mass answer. You have to be specific. You have to give specific.
Yeah, so there was ball had fallen into the well and he used thrown the grass to pick it.
And made it like a, and then one by one he one after another he pulled it to the ball and then picked it.
But still I request you discuss only one person. Yes, not part of part. Yes. So a ball was.
This is only one part. Ball and ring.
Ball and ring is there.
Got the ring.
But I don't want to discourage them. So ball was fallen in the very deep well. The Drona used the straws. He connected one after another and he pulled it. By that Pandavas got impressed and they went and told to Bhishma. Both Bhishma understood who can be this and he called Dronacharya and he was made as Guru for Pandavas and Kauravas. They got Shastra Vidyas. Okay, that question to you. Yudhishthira. Okay. Who was the office in charge? Who was the office in charge of the Varnavat Palace? Wax Palace, Varnavat Palace. Who was the office in charge? Or palace in charge? Purochana. Beautiful. And afterwards he was very badly treated by Duryodhana. Because when Pandavas came into, he came to know that Pandavas are in life, he was very badly handled. Okay, that question now? Okay, interesting question for you. What advice did Vidura give to the Pandavas before they departed for Varnavat? Vidura gave a particular advice to Pandavas in front of everyone. What was the advice given by Vidura to Pandavas?
So always be mindful of your hidden enemies.
Yes, okay.
And
but still, yeah, it is a partially right, but still he told something. No, 2.5. Yeah, the answer.
it's only 22 seconds.
Everyone understood the question?
No, but they still have time.
Yes, no, I'm asking you so that I can manage the time.
Okay. 11, 10.
Pass. ठीक है
पर आपत्ति आती है तो वो बिल बना के निकल जाते हैं.
Yes, that's a beautiful. One is yes. You have to be careful, you have to be mindful. When there's a whole forest is a fire, when there's a forest fire, the rat, what do you say, it digs the hole and it gets safety, it goes to the safety place and it cannot be destroyed. These are the two things you do. Yes. So pass marks.
Now that question should be for
Arjun.
no, Arjun started.
Third round.
So Bhim should get.
No, anti-clockwise we are coming. It was a direct question for them.
No. So in the second round, Arjun started.
No.
We gave, they started.
Direct question for them.
Now direct question for Arjun.
No. But the female.
No, wait. Look, in round 5, Gandhari started. Round 6, Arjun started, and it came to Gandhari. Gandhari couldn't do, and Arjun did the pass. So it should be the direct from me for round
B.
7.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you can give the chairs for the people of standing. Yeah, that question for Bhim now then. Okay. When Dhritarashtra learned that in the Varnavata palace got burned down and Pandavas are also burned down, including the Pandavas are burned down, what did he feel? What was his reaction? When whole Varnavata palace was burned, including Pandavas, what was his reaction? I want again specific answer, not general answer. People can give general answer for this, I know. I want specific answer.
You felt both the emotions, grief and happiness. Happiness of his.
So the correct way of putting is like this. He expressed sadness outside and internally he was very happy.
Yeah.
So mixed reaction. Okay. What advice did Vyasa give to Kunti and the Pandavas when they were grieving about the Varnavath incident or fire accident? So after that they went to go Ekachakra Nagari. While they were on the way to Ekachakra Nagari, they meet Vyasa and all of them were very feeling bad. And Vyasa gave a particular instructions. What is that? So again, specific answers I want here.
I think, like I am guessing, he said utilize this opportunity and make alliances and try to make your side strong.
Okay, no, sorry.
So it goes to Gandhari as passing.
I think Vyasa said that it's better not to disclose the conspiracy theory of Kauravas because it may result into the division between the brotherhood relationship between Kaurava and Pandava. So that's why, on listening to this advice, Yudhishthira promised that he will always ensure that he will not go into direct conflict with Kauravas.
No, everyone Arjun.
I think he said it's a better opportunity to do. You have to learn if your relative defeated you, how to something like that.
Okay, near to it. Sorry.
Chapter 2, what happened?
He gave advice when he was going to Ekachakra Nagara. Pandavas, when they were going to Ekachakra Nagara with feeling bad about it, morose. So Vyasa gave advice which gave them emotional strength. What was that advice Vyasa was given?
That sorrows and challenges that will come into your path, that will actually make you a better king, and that will actually lead to a path of growth.
Please, Master, please. Everyone has tried, now you can.
Audience.
So the exact is
Audience.
no word. Okay, audience, sorry. Audience, anyone is there? No guesses, please. Specific answers? Yeah. Okay, so the answer goes like this, exact statement I am telling you. No virtuous man is strong enough to live in virtue at all times, nor is any sinner bad enough to exist in one welter of sin. Life is a mix of web. So we have to accept as it comes and try to practice, live happily ever after. So no one is happy at all times. No one is problematic or morose at all times. These are ebbs and tides keeps on coming and going. Just we have to accept. This was the advice given, which brought a lot of emotional strength and solace to Pandavas and including Yudhishthira.
Direct for Gandhari.
You had a direct question.
That was the
Okay. Wow, okay. Name the Bhima's brother-in-law. Name the Bhima's brother-in-law. It is a quiz question, I know. It is a name Bhima's brother-in-law. No, sorry. 2 chocolates. Sorry, I'm making a fun, don't worry. Name the Bhima's brother-in-law. Okay, Demon. Name the Bhima's brother-in-law who is Demon by birth. Who is Demon by birth? Bakasur, sorry. Hidimba. Okay.
Now direct question to Arjun.
Okay. Name the son of Hidimbi. Okay, that question for you. What was the ancient capital of the Kauravas before Hastinapura, from where rulers such as Yayati, Nahusha, Pururava gone, and afterwards it was given to Dharmaraj?
Direct question to them.
No, sorry.
No,
This will
direct
be
question.
direct question to the Yudhishthira.
Round 4 of
Okay,
anti-clockwise.
sorry. Okay. So what was the ancient capital of the Kauravas before Hastinapura, which existed before Hastinapura, from where rulers Yayati, Nahusha, Pururava are they gone, and that was again given to Yudhishthira back. Exact name I want. Kandava Prastha. Yes, beautiful. Okay, now next question goes to? No, it's anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. It will be Gandhari.
Name the bird that was struck in the forest fire during Kandava Prastha. Kandava Prastha had a forest fire because they wanted to build a capital and all. So they had a forest fire. There was there is a conversation. Which was that bird? Bird and the family, like between children and husband and wife and children, family. Bird's family. Yes. The bird's name I want. And the bird's name is also named after people sometimes. The bird's name is also named after people sometimes. You understood the question? Yes. Did you understand the question? Okay. Name the bird which was burned during the Kandava Prastha. There were so many birds, and which is very interesting and which was mentioned in Mahabharata about because of the conversations. Jarita, sorry. Sorry?
No, they haven't.
Answer.
Saranga. So, if you remember Chanakya, Sarangara is one of the chief disciples, one of the important disciples of Chanakya. Sarangapani.
So, previous and now direct question to Arjun.
You get, is it? Okay. Who was the emperor who posed the main obstacle or potential enemy or potential threat to Yudhishthira in performing the Rajasuya Yaga? Who was the name the king, name the emperor, who could have been the potential threat or the important threat to perform Rajasuya Yagna by Dharmaraya or Yudhishthira? You understood? How many rounds over?
7, 8 rounds going on. So that will complete one point.
Time is over?
No, 17 seconds.
Yeah, then the giraffe. So the giraffe was still up in the fridge, so he couldn't.
That's done. Next goes
Jarasandha.
How did
Okay, that question for you.
Last direct question.
Okay. What was the only one weakness? What was the only one weakness Dharmaraya or Yudhishthira had? He had only one weakness in his life. What was that weakness?
He likes to play dice.
Dice game was the only weakness. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, how many rounds? 8 rounds.
I am the ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಂದ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ.
What when the Pandavas departed for the forest to exile, what did Narada suddenly appears in front of Dhritarashtra and he says few words and he alarms. He says Dhritarashtra, be aware, otherwise it is going to be a big problem for you. What was the advice given by Narada to Dhritarashtra? What did Narada say to Dhritarashtra?
Narada said that make sure that they do not go to the forest, because after 14 years your entire family will be demolished.
Beautiful. So he said, take care, otherwise from today onwards, if you don't stop this, from today onwards, 14th year, your whole family, that's Kaurav family means 100 children or whatever, your whole family, whole lineage will be wiped out. Be aware, take care, otherwise you are going to pay heavily. But unfortunately, Dhritarashtra didn't give the ear to her. Yeah. Ready? Score up. Yeah, dear devotees, I much appreciate and for our Excellency Matlesh Mishra ji for his time and for his stay. So on behalf of all of you and Vedanta Society, I would like to request him to accept this small memento from us. Hold on, please. Please. Yes, I participate. Yeah, I will give the prizes.
So 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Lowest first, lowest third.
Okay. So the participation prize, though
Third prize.
I think there was a very good competition and a kind of a table turner. So just hold your breath for who is going to be the winner. So the participation prize, that is the 4th group with the lowest score in the competition, but still good enough, is Team Arjun with 19. So the bronze medal goes to Team Yudhishthir.
So can you call out the names?
So Team Yudhishthir, okay, so Team Arjun had Akshay, Shraddha and Anjali.
It is four.
second prize.
No, so team Yudhishthir, Rahul, Parag and Abhijit. So they scored 28.
Second
So no, so that is third prize. Third prize. I have not declared second. So that was the participation prize. So should I give it the winner or the second prize? So there was a table turner with team Bhim and Gandhari. So though they were, Gandhari was winning and after first round clockwise, the table turner Bhim won the final with 50 marks. So Bhim, Atanu, Devarka and Sandipan. And then Gandhari is Sharma, Prabhushwar and Abhishek. Sorry for this. So team Gandhari scored 32 and team Bhim 50. So Gandhari with Sharma, Prabhushwar and Abhishek.
If you got a third prize, there is exchange. Just I'll give you after some time. Yeah, please come. We'll have a group photo. Yeah. You have to give someone. He's a good student.
I think you can start with children and then next time children will be your face.
Somebody is taking photos. Yeah. Yeah, just two. So yes, one or two persons are behind. Yeah.
Maharaji, it was Mahabharata competition. How can Arjuna not get something? He is so strange. And Arjuna had all the hard work for Arjuna. But Yudhishthir almost became this. So what was Yudhishthir not to get?
Dear devotees, so we are at the end of our event or function. So we will all go to shrine. In 2 or 3 minutes we will have our arati and afterwards dinner prasad will be there. Thank you for all your participation. Pin number 1.
Yo In number 3 now. In number 13 in the old book. In the new book, it's a different. It's Ramakrishna Sharanam.
Krishna Sharanam, Ram Krishna Sharanam, Ram Bye.